Personally, It Takes a World means a very, very big thing. To me, it means life. Because if it wasn't for these campaigns, End Child Marriage Now, It Takes a World campaign, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Because it is those campaigns that have given me a future. They picked me from wherever I was down there, when everybody looked at me as something already wasted, which has no use, and the campaign has brought me this far. Now I am a global person. Every child, every person in the community there admires me. Even those ones who used to step on us as we were growing up, now they have respect for us. And this is something very good.
A 40-year-old will defy a 5-year. Yes, I know it's it's hurting, I know.
I have joined a child club that advocates children's rights and responsibilities.
Me, myself, as the Speaker of the Children's Parliament and the all honorable members of the Children's Parliament, indeed, we have ensured that there is no violence against children in the communities where we come from. And number one, we participated in lobbying for the Children's Council at the district, where we took the petition to the district, and indeed we are granted the Children's Council, which we have now. So in this Children's Council, issues that affect children are put on board, discussed, and solutions are made on how to ensure that we have a free, violent community for all children. And we also participated in the National Convention in Mukono at African Village Hotel with the theme, Ending Violence Against Children. So in this, I was chosen to present the issues that affect children to the First Lady, Janet Kataham 7. And indeed, solutions were laid on how to end violence against children. We also participated in the East African Children's Conference in Nairobi, where I also sat and raised issues that affect children in the communities where I come from. And in that, we were able to launch the policy that governs all children in East Africa. So in this, we are aiming and ensuring that we have a free, violent community for all children.
What should be done is that the government should strengthen the cooperation it has with other countries so that violence can be controlled. Because one country can't stand alone to fight against violence, because violence is everywhere. It needs all the countries to come together and fight against violence. In this, violence against children will be controlled. Then children should also be involved in national things like making the budget, the national budget, making the laws governing the country, making the constitution. Children should also be involved because our voices also matter. I conclude by saying that let's work hand in hand so that we fight violence against children, because it takes a world to end violence against children.
What the campaign means to me is that when you look at the status of children in the community, 96% of our children in communities are vulnerable. And 60% are most vulnerable children who are exposed to different injustices, and they are not able to thrive through the ladder of life. So, and what I do on a daily basis in my work is that every intervention, I implement it with a strategic mind that I am able to engage different stakeholders to ensure that we have a common idea and we all bring our efforts together to end violence against children. I engage children on a day-to-day basis. I engage parents in the circle of care. I engage the local leaders. I engage the institutions, the schools, because even at school, we are required to have a safe and conducive environment for children to stay. Then I engage policymakers, I engage government officials to ensure that we all have the same mind and same energies to end violence against children.
What we have done under Pade Agago cluster we started by making the cluster plan, and then we created the awareness to all stakeholders, whereby the politicians, the civil servants made commitments to end violence against children, increasing the budget of the district. And so far what we have done from there, we have strengthened the collaboration, where we have come up with a coalition for child protection with the like-minded organization, civil society organization. And for this year, 2019, 23 girls disappeared from schools. They went for early marriages, but so far, all of them, we know where they are, and the 5 have gone back to school. Even in Wall sub-county, after the parents were sensitized under our household cluster, the parents changed their mind, and the 13-year-old girl were able to come back to school because of the campaign. Under the political will, the commitments were made by the district. They have owned up, and they're able to make a follow-up. We're seeing increase the budget to the district of Agago local government. We have empowered children themselves. They have understood their roles and their responsibilities. They know how to report, where to report the perpetuators.
As people and culture, during this campaign, we vow to relentlessly advocate to ending violence against children, highlighting it when it occurs and holding those responsible to account. We will work to prevent violence wherever it happens, so no child has to experience it. We plan to strengthen our systems and services that are available and ensure that we hire right, we train right, and we reprimand right.
There's a child out there who needs our help. Every day, there's a family out there that needs our help. Every day, we make decisions, commitments, strategies that are out to serve the most vulnerable children. How do I come into the picture? As someone who works in administration, I am committed to the tasks that I'm given. I am committed to the field offices that I work with. I am committed to delivering the very best of support services in World Vision.
We are not as such at the front line of the campaign, but we are excited to contribute in providing an enabling environment and services that really make the campaign possible at a massive scale. So critical services like messaging and collaboration services, which include email, include services like calendar services, include applications like Teams. All these foster exchange of information that is critical to this campaign. And also we offer meeting services that are very critical. I know we have been on WebEx and now we are using Zoom. This campaign requires a lot of webinars through which we allow our various stakeholders to come together and share ideas on how to impact children at different levels globally.
Streamline, bring everybody on board. Let us have one cause. Like, look at it. Then we're going to get somewhere. But if everyone is there in their own direction, we may not. My efforts may end at my 5, and that will be all.
We can end violence against children in Uganda. In World Vision we have some excellent project approaches, some new innovations. We're doing excellent work at the community level to protect children from violence. And our advocacy work is looking to make the laws of Uganda work better for children. And increasingly we're collaborating. We're working with partners such as faith leaders, other NGOs, the Kingdom of Uganda, and others to really multiply the impact. So the future of the campaign is bright. For this campaign to succeed, we need all staff involved. This is not just an advocacy campaign. Every staff member counts. If you're a driver, then it's your responsibility to ensure that children are protected. If you're a procurement officer, then your job is to find suppliers that will not violate our child protection standards and will do the best they can to help us with the campaign. If you're in finance or administration, then you play a huge role because your work means that we can maximize the impact. For all staff, we want you to be involved and we need to move this campaign from a whisper to a shout. We need every staff to pray loudly that our campaign will succeed. It takes all of World Vision Uganda to do that. because it takes a world to end violence against children.